Let's recap. We started something new yesterday. It's based on the scientific method, and the scientific method is how we make progress, how we improve the human condition, make discoveries, and act on things that are demonstrably true through this process of the scientific method. And in yesterday's video, Sean showed this graph, which he said, it shows a trend, and that's great because then I can get published. All of this research is then disseminated in the academic hierarchy through scientific papers, through academic papers, which are very difficult to read. And I know because I've spent lots of time reading them when I got my master's program, and I continue to read them for a while, looking for trends that I could build off of. But then I decided, why not just read books from people who digest and synthesize, analyze, and then make that research understandable? And these are some of the books I've been reading. Look, the idea is not every single book contains golden truth, but there are kernels of truth that we can use in all of these. And I'm trying to instill some of that in you. And in Sean's talk, and this builds off of several other books I've read and lots of other research, this idea that if you're happier, you're better at all these things, that it actually improves the quality of your life. It actually allows you to live longer, make more friends, be a better individual, and have a better time. Isn't that the goal? We're alive for only so long. Wouldn't it be better, instead of being grumpy and cynical, to have a more positive outlook on life? And I know the gut reaction is, hey, being happy doesn't change everything. Is that true? Or are you, I didn't link to Echo, are you using your common sense, which is not the part of common sense that makes any sense at all? Later on in this video, see if I can find it right there, Sean talks about how small changes can ripple outward and how this has been reproduced, not only in studies, but in groups, and then gone back months later and checked to see if these trends continue, and they do. So, the idea of writing down 3 gratitudes. Do you remember what he said about this at this point in the video? He listed a number of days in which you write 3 additional new gratitudes. So, welcome to a new part of the Mac Lab, where this, for the near future, is going to be part of your life. Writing down 3 new things that you're grateful for. And the list is endless. I know, you're surly teenagers. You're not grateful for anything other than food and sleep. Everything else just gets in your way. Oh, maybe games, TV, music. Okay, those are things to be grateful for. But investigate your life. When you change the way you see the world, you change the way you live in the world. Now, speaking of changing things, your blogs, for the most part, are pretty hurting. This is a good example of a student, a first-year student, a freshman student, who is kicking most of your rear ends all over the place with her blog. Okay? So, it's visually interesting. It charts her progress. It has examples of work that does not work. A flat t-shirt, this wraps around your ribs. It's kind of, would you lift your arm so I can read what this says? But that's part of the growing process. Now, I asked her to fix this. She has yet to fix this because I think this is pretty cool. This right here that opens up. But the ABC is clipped, or at least the A and the B are clipped. The C is not clipped. So go ahead and fix that. And hey, you fixed it in week 28? Well, put it in week 28 and where's her before and after? Right here. Put a before and after in your weekly to show how you improve things. Let's look. She's got some great work here. right here, for example, let's click on this. Now, this wide gap here and the narrow gap here and the wider than narrow gap at the bottom and top, how about some uniformity? If this is 10, this is 8, it could be fixed. And why is value larger than the other squares or rectangles? And then with this one, why is this white strip here? And then we have the same issue with the thickness. She's just reversed out her black and white and done a really nice job. But because you've done a really nice job doesn't mean you can't improve it. And that's part of this too. I want you to look through your blogs and fix what you've done. It's just a terrific example of student working. And if your blog is up to date and complete, and you're really happy with everything, and you've added your 3 new things, and you've followed today's quest and followed the instructions because there's something new in there, you can go back to these quests, not the break quests. You missed that boat. But these other ones, was there something that you were intrigued with and never finished off? Something you wanted to learn and embrace? Something you've forgotten? Oh yeah, this was cool. What was it? I can't remember it. How do you improve your lot in the Mac Lab? The idea that you take pride in your work. And really, do you know how many B's, C's, and other grades we have in this progress report? I really don't understand why you don't choose to get an A. This is the easiest A in the school, and it's all for you. So get to work. Make your writing come alive. Make your blog come alive. Understand that what I'm trying to share with you has been proven to work. And you need to escape the cult of the average, because average is over. The future depends on you being this dot. And that happens when you decide to change